Oh, yeah.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
And then I said, look here, Mr. Officer, I'll whoop your ass. And then he put
you woke up
on me.
Then you woke up. Yeah.
Yeah, went to jail for a while.
Broke out in a pair of handcuffs. Broke out in a pair of handcuffs.
Yeah, and not in the good way.
No.
You know, I
hate when that happens.
I've never let a woman handcuff me because I don't trust women. They'll leave you there.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, well, I'm going shopping. And
yeah.
You're like, can you like untie me or something?
No, there was a joke. A little woman said, tie me up and do whatever you want. And he did, and he went away fishing for 3 days.
Leave her like a bowl of water and some tuna. There you go.
Yeah.
Plenty of protein for 3 days. Hey, are they really finally working on that bridge?
They are. Yeah. They, for you folks who don't know, and it's probably 99.9% of you, right outside of our business, there's a bridge that comes across from an outer road along Interstate 55. And that bridge was actually a high school workshop project. Yeah.
Boy, does it show.
The junior construction team in the late 60s, early 70s put this bridge up. And we bought this. We didn't buy it, but we've been renting here since what, 23? 22?
22, I think, yeah.
Yeah. And suddenly they went from 2 lanes on this bridge down to 1 because part of it started to fall apart.
And I mean, all up. When he says all apart, it means
disintegrate.
Right. One of the security walls or railings like fell into the creek below.
Yeah. And fire trucks wouldn't come over it.
I remember that. They're like,
fire trucks won't go over it. So yeah. So they finally got on it, and they're making a lot of progress. I am surprised. But then again, the county's not doing it. They hired somebody else to come in and do it.
They left it to the private sector, and
that is correct. That is correct. And the private sector is kicking tail and taking names, boy. Yeah.
Because they have a profit loss that they got to worry about.
Time is money, right? Yeah. They're not stroking it. It's not like MoDOT, How long can we make this project work? Because, God, I really don't want to do any real work.
Yeah, that's what fucking kills me about every time a politician's like, I brought in 75,000 jobs. It was like, and you did a half a mile worth of highway in 4 years. Way to go, shithead. Because especially over in Illinois, if you've ever seen a highway project, there's probably 3 guys working and 9 motherfuckers complaining about how bad those where you're working.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're leaning on shovels. Yeah. Well, the running joke in Illinois is that in the acronym IDOT, the second I is silent.
Oh, that's funny. See, yeah, they're always Highway 55 heading up to Chicago. I don't think it's ever been construction free.
No. And for the longest time in the Chicago area, they used asphalt, and there was an outfit called Palumbo. And Palumbo did the Palumbo did the asphalting in the Cook County, Collier County area, and also was a significant contributor to the Democratic Party during that time. Yes, the hell you say?
That has a slight hint of corruption to it.
Just a whiff. And then the Palumbo house of cards came tumbling down. They got a hold of the accountant, and the accountant spilled the beans. He rolled, and then the head of the outfit, the Palumbo asphalting conglomerate, ended up committing suicide because he was looking at 30, 40 years. So, yeah, it was.
Well, I'm sure he's innocent, or was.
Oh, well, he was.
They framed him. I mean, he's just an innocent feller.
Right.
And next thing you know, everyone's just coming at him just because he happened to take half of the proceeds of each job and slide it right back to the Democrats.
Well, we had in Illinois, we had 4 governors go to the penitentiary.
You guys hold the record for the most governors imprisoned.
Well, the tagline was Illinois, where the governors make your license plates.
Yeah. That's good. Actually, the one that really got me was that last
George Ryan. Blagojevich.
Yeah. All he was accused of was actually doing the same thing every other fucking governor does. It's okay. Well, all right, we're losing Barack Obama as a rep, so we have to replace him. And I think he replaced him, and they're like, oh, he sold the seat. And he's like, that's what we all do. We find out who's going to benefit us, and then we put them in the seat until the next election.
Right.
Take them to jail. And that was some crooked shit. I mean, not saying that Blagojevich or whatever his name is was pure as the white fucking driven snow.
Oh no, he's a sleazebag.
But they went after his ass big time, and I never knew why. Did you ever really hear why they really went after him?
Yeah, because he went after Obama.
Well, there was a lot to go after.
Oh yeah. But the second you raise your hand to the crown prince, all bets are off. And he was. It was not a wise move on his part.
Well, that's true. And God, who was interviewing him? Someone was interviewing him.
Tucker.
Yeah. I don't know if it was that.
Okay.
But he flat out said, he's like, because someone asked him, were there any rumors of Obama being gay? And he's like, everyone knew it.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't really like a secret. And it's well, and I think it was actually Tucker Carlson who had the guy on who slept with Obama.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. And there's nothing wrong with being gay if you're into that kind of gay shit. But it's what I've always wondered, if there's nothing wrong with being gay, then why do you get upset? Or why are you in the closet? If it's okay, why would you be in the closet?
Right.
Or if it's natural, why would you be in the closet? Because it isn't like, Steve, and this is kind of controversial, is I've always said, look, either being gay is a problem with the wiring in your head, or it's a choice. That's it. It's exactly like I have problems talking. I have a speech impediment. There's something in my noodle that controls speech that's a little not quite lined up right. Well, it's the same thing with everything else. If you have a mental illness, it's because there's something up here that ain't quite plugged in all the way. And it's either there's something not normal in here around the area that handles sexuality, or it's a choice. There is no other option. Nature doesn't have a gay gene. All right, it's like, all right, we're going to put out a bunch of people who will replicate other people. But once in a while, let's sprinkle in a homo just for flavor, just so that the other people have good fashion.
Well, there's also an argument that some folks are just amoral and choose to go down that path to satisfy the urges of others because there's opportunity involved. Let's say the casting couches out in Hollywood. Let's say Diddy's set up. Any number of those career choices that people make that most of us would say, no, that's not doing that. I'm out.
Yeah.
There are folks that do that. Do they regret it? Oh, yes, they do.
Well, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Patrick. I don't think there's nothing someone could offer me in order to get me to suck a dick. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just,
that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So much for the $20 is $20. That's good to hear.
Well, I mean, I'm not anti-hand job or something like that, but that I do for $20 because I can look away and act like I'm playing a fucking video game or something, fucking making butter, and but I've always said that, and I don't how the hell do we get on homosexual? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say one thing. There's no guy I've always said, if you're a guy and you suck dick, you're not bi if you happen to sleep with a woman. If you suck dick, you're gay. Now, you may dabble in pussy, but if you know what a penis tastes like, you're gay.
Or you have an addiction.
Is that a joke? Like, dick?
No, no. I mean, there's some things that people will do for.
Oh yeah, man, is heroin really that good?
Meth? I mean,
yeah. Wow. Well, I guess it is helpful because a lot of people who smoke meth, they lose their teeth. So
that's a selling point.
That's how it works, I guess. Okay, back to Bitcoin.
It's a long way around. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. How about New Hampshire approving the first ever reserve using the Bitcoin? They approved it yesterday, and the price is reflecting that approval. Plus, from what I hear, Trump has an announcement about cryptos.
97. It's at 97. Yeah, my grandson calls it New Hamster.
New Hamster.
That's great news. That's great news. And then yesterday there was the House of Representatives had a committee hearing, and the prune, Maxine Waters, got her righteous indignation all wound up and stormed out of the meeting. Yeah.
That's so unlike her.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty hysterical in that she lost control and then abdicated the floor to the Republicans, who, I mean, they couldn't vote on anything because they didn't have a quorum, but still, with childish behavior, and it just is another indication that they don't have control of anything. Their emotions, legislation, you name it. But yeah, I think there is a big announcement coming also with respect to, I think, the Middle East peace negotiations, which is supposed to take place either Friday or Monday. He didn't indicate, but there's something else coming that's going to be pretty big.
You think it's a realignment of the is it the Abrian or do you think it has to do with Israel or Russia?
I think it's Israel. Russia and Ukraine can't get their stuff together. Ukraine shot down some conditions that were put forth by Russia, so they're still kibitzing. They got to work things out, and I think the U.S. is going to walk away from this until these guys can get their stuff together. So,
yeah, it's. I think it's really. I think Russia just wants to keep on going until Trump basically says, all right, we're not going to give him any weapons or any help anymore. I think once we officially go, yeah, we're done with this bullshit, I think that Russia will be like, okay, because really all he wants is not to be NATO. All right, he doesn't want it at his border, which I don't.
Right, and he doesn't want to give up any of the territory that he's gotten in Ukraine. There were 126 strikes the other day by Russia into the Ukraine. So as much as they talk about a ceasefire and everything else, they're still trying to grab some land. Now, going back to the Israel situation, they're calling up over 10,000 reservists in order to go in and capture Gaza. So there's a move going into Gaza where they want to get control of it. My understanding is to root out everything that's there, and then start talking about the Abraham Accords. So
they're basically sending in a bunch of troops with U-Hauls, and
they're tunnel rats. Wow. These are tunnel rats. These are tunnel rats.
Yeah.
Sending in.
I saw a map of all of the tunnels, and this was an old map. This was like 2010 or something. I don't know how they build a building. There's so many fucking tunnels under all that shit. How is shit not falling in? Because
yeah. Well, you know, first of all, these aren't amateurs. They've been doing it for a long time, right? Yep. And there's a crap ton of engineers amongst them.
Yep.
A lot of these fellows go away to school and come back and no, this is the way that we should do it properly, and then we can put a hospital above it or a school, which is they're notorious for doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all of these people who are like, Israel blew up a hospital. Well, yeah, because their base was right under it. It was like, hey, don't put a hospital above your base, and that'll probably protect the people. It just shows you they don't give a shit about their people. You know, and word is Iran is broke. Like they're like, look, since Trump laid out last week or the week prior, anyone who purchases oil from Iran is on our shit list. And so there you go. Everyone's like, well, like Iran, we'll get it from Russia. And Russia, if we really wanted to fuck with Russia, we just say anyone who buys oil from Russia is fucked. And voila, Russia, because that's their only real source of war capital.
Hey, real quick, there's bots have gotten on in the chat.
Yep.
So we got two that are.
I'm going to clean them bastards up real quick. Yeah, it's as the price rises, here comes the low shitheads.
The wave of the BS. Yeah. Oh, Randy's in on it now.
Yeah, Randy. Look at Bamboo. I got a few. It's like playing the video.
Oh, it is. It's whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-mole. Well, the Taiwan, it was, yeah, I think that's Thai is that language that's underneath Bamboos. I got a few, I think.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, keep your trigger fingers ready.
That's right, fellas. Let's see who can get the most. Look at that name. Nadasha. I don't even know.
Oh, no.
How you fucking.
Thanks, Carl. I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, prices are going to keep fucking going up because guess who really starts buying today or this week is the new Jack Mahler company 21 because they actually got in their first raise last week. So now they have capital that they're going to deploy into the Bitcoin.
Somebody had mentioned something in here about Florida backing off their Bitcoin reserve position.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually backing off. I think that they are rewording it. It's they are going to basically copy what they did up in New Hampshire. So
he'll be thrilled if his mother shares this with him.
Yeah, New Hampshire. It is New Hampshire. It's a New Hampshire. God, I used to hate hamsters, smelly little shitheads.
Oh, no kidding. I know. Michelle used to bring them home from school during Christmas break and summer break, and we had that. Oh my God.
That smelly hamster smell.
Oh, yeah. The dog was always trying to get in and grab it.
Oh, look, it's a gummy worm.
Well, I'd put peanut butter on it just so the dog would go for it faster.
Oh, no, we lost one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great question. How do you think Mahler's 21 will affect MS Micro's
strategy?
I don't think it's really going to affect much because the reason you hold MicroStrategy is they have a lot of like different offers. They have a lot of different financial ways of actually they have junk bonds. They have I don't think they have equity bonds. They have shit ton. But what they do have an advantage of is the new Jack Mahler place. They're a pure, just only Bitcoin. They don't produce a product. They don't offer a fucking service. They're like, we're taking your money, we're buying Bitcoin, and the gains of the Bitcoin is your profitability. And it's basically an easier way for hedge funds, university endowments, shit like that, to actually get exposure to something like Bitcoin without having to hold it. And really Jack's is a pure fucking Bitcoin play. You know, it's we'll issue shares and we're just gonna buy Bitcoin and hold it. So and hey, why reinvent the wheel?
Well, absolutely. And then I don't have to jack with it on my taxes by identifying that I hold cryptocurrencies. Yep. I'm just buying investment instruments.
Yep. And I think that they are also going to they're also going to take their shares, and I think they're going to put them into an ETF structure. I think there was, because then you can trade their shares without them ever selling Bitcoin.
Right.
So they're going to be another BlackRock. Oh yeah, and a big announcement, guys. We have our location in Las Vegas. It is. Hopefully, it will be open June 1. But when I say open, it won't actually be like the grand opening. That's when we can open our doors as we're actually adding on shit and stuff.
Because nothing's more inviting than Las Vegas in June.
Oh, absolutely. It's just beautiful if you like living on the sun. Look, hey, there's nothing sexier than a sweaty hooker.
That's true. That's true.
As they walk down the street, working their way through college, and as they glisten in the sun, handing you a flyer with their telephone number on it. Right.
That is the most annoying. Yeah, with your wife there. There's nothing more annoying in Vegas than those handbills that they pass out.
God.
I mean, first of all, they're tips.
Escort.
Yeah. And then they end up on the ground because nobody really wants to touch them.
Yeah.
Because the question that's running through your head in a very visceral fashion is, I don't know where your hand's been. Where? And I'm dropping this. I'm not even touching it.
Yeah. And let's be honest. Why do we call them escorts when it ain't like you're going somewhere with them?
Right.
You know, like, hey, I want to hire a woman to go out to dinner with.
Right. So where is it? Where is it in Vegas?
It's near the Strip, but it's not really that near it. It's I think it's a mile and a half off of the Strip, in the area where all of the locals actually hang out at, because the locals hate the Strip.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're like, oh no, that's a shithole. You know, that's absolutely just. And the area we got is very up and coming, very trendy, and that's where a lot of the wealthier, well, I wouldn't say wealthy, but that's where a lot of the affluent, is that a better word?
Yeah.
People who live in Vegas hang out at, because there's a lot of restaurants. There's quite a few coffee shops. No one's handing you a hooker advertisement. You know, it's, oh, that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Call them escorts because it's the same quality as the Ford Escort. The Ford, when I was younger, I had a friend who had a Ford Escort, and I wouldn't call it Escort, I'd call it Escort, because it was so eagly. God, what a hunk of shit those cars were.
Yeah, they sold a ton of them.
Oh,
and who was it? Chrysler had the Omni. That was just as bad.
Oh yeah, Dodge Omni, the Plymouth Horizon.
Oh yeah.
Ford Escort.
Well, there's a whole line of the AMC cars too. I mean, the Pacer.
Oh, that's
the
probably
Gremlin.
the most famous one of all of them.
The
That big
Gremlin.
glass window in the back.
Yeah. The rolling greenhouse. Yeah.
Like that car had so much windows. If it was raining, you'd get a sunburn. Because you barely had a roof. You know,
Right.
It was all just windows. Oh, the Ford Festiva. The big.
Oh, that was the Fiesta.
Oh, yeah.
The Festiva was another one. I can't remember who the Festivas was, though.
Yeah, and then the Geo Metro.
Oh, what a piece of work that was.
Dude.
Pedal faster. We're going uphill.
I knew a guy who, on purpose, he actually bought a yellow shit. I just said a name. Geo or
Metro.
Oh, yeah, a yellow Geo Metro convertible. And all of us were like, dude, we had no idea you were gay. And he's like, I'm not gay. And it's like, no, you are. You just labeled yourself. Because, I mean, we all had hot rods and like trucks and shit.
Yeah.
And here comes Enoch Peterson in his fucking Geo Metro. And I think it was a 3-cylinder. Wasn't it a 3-cylinder or something like that?
It sounds about right. Yeah. Did you see that?
You mean Geo Metrosexual? Yes.
Yeah, you know, we have to do a show on the shitty cars.
Oh my God,
the Fuego.
Yes, the worst car ever made, and I owned one as a pizza car. Was a Yugo G. It wasn't even a GL because a GL had AC. And my Geo, I paid $400 for it. And it had like 22,000 miles on it. It barely had a fucking dashboard. It looked like a shitty little go-kart. But I'll tell you what, that thing got like 60 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, it took you a week to get there.
Oh, absolutely. And that's if you're going downhill.
Right.
If you're going uphill, you're 9 days of travel.
Oh, yeah. And the turbo version, you just turned off the AC. If it
God, that Yugo was, and it was the most feminine color blue that you could find. Oh yeah, but I was a pizza kid, you know, like fucking, literally the gas tank was about the size of a coffee cup, and it would run all week on $5 worth of gas. Hey, I was on a budget, man. Back in the day, driving pizzas. Yeah, it was such a hunk of shit. All right, question for you. We do a video here in about an hour and a half, or I don't know what time it is, at 11 Central Time.
Right.
So in about an hour and some change. And what's on your agenda to talk about today?
Well, there's a number of things have popped up. We got hackers infiltrating the New York Post X account to target crypto subscribers. There's something about TradingView, which is TradingView is a big YouTube subscription app that people have There's a scam associated with that. Now we're during the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. The Canucks X account got hacked, so folks might want to know about that. If you're following the Canucks, there are 4 of you. The Samurai Wallet had some Fed issues. There's a couple of things with respect to a bridge hack for Nomad. Let's see, what else did we have? I wanted to talk about some enterprise grade solutions that are out there and could possibly work their way from corporate to individuals. And then crypto losses took a spike in April, significant spike, huge growth in losses. So we want to talk about that.
Folks, laptops.
Absolutely.
Now, if you have one of our older laptops, it will suffice, but you might want to look into upgrading to one of our newer ones. And really, if you don't have a crypto only laptop, it isn't if you're going to get robbed, it's when you're going to get robbed. Because as this grows, because now, folks, and trust me when I say this, there are AIs that are being created right now that are specifically trained to go after cryptos. And they are intelligent. And they run on malware. A lot of them are plugged in on malware. And how they get you to do it is whatever software they're in, they advertise. Oh, and don't worry, we use AI, which will help your computer become more efficient. And as soon as you open that software, and what's great, they charge you for the software. So you think it isn't. And then once you implement AI, because these son of a bitches are so smart, because they advertise it as, do you have an old computer? Do you want it to run like a new one? Let our AI improvement software recalibrate your laptop. So
that's the last thing that I would do. That's the last thing that I would do.
Right. But average people,
yeah,
it's they don't know what they don't know.
Right.
And that's why our shows on this is so important. It's, hey guys, you need one of our laptops. So there's a reason why I actually call it a crypto only laptop. It's a crypto laptop, but it's crypto only.
I think one thing that we should do in the next month is a show where we talk about micronodes and being able to use laptops, our laptops.
Oh yeah.
For that, I've been having a conversation going back and forth with someone, and she recalled the conversation that we had. It was the Fort Worth conference that we had, where that topic came up, and she's calling us on it, saying, "Where are we?" And I've said, there really hasn't been much development there's some, but we should have a show where we talk about that. So
yeah, because we at CALIX, we aren't who are actually creating them. It's other and
right.
From what I hear, X is actually going to offer an on hardware option where you don't go to X's website, you hit their app on your computer. And the app is what's going to reward you for using X.
Right. Right.
They're actually talking about using Doge as the reward token. Hey, if it's applicable, there you go.
Yeah. Flanagan has a comment here in the last one.
Okay. All right. What's this say? Hey Ben, please address that your messages and updates to get emailed to everyone. So you need to check your email. Just verify it's official. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you receive an email from someone or some company that looks legitimate, on every email you open, check the real email address. Make sure it is from Coinbase or from Kraken or from Gemini or from CALIX. Because odds are they're not going to email you.
And the best way to do that is actually not to click anything in that email, but go to your account at that exchange. If there is something that needs to be done, they will ask you to do it then.
Yes. And if you receive an email from someone claiming to be CALIX, give us a call.
Absolutely.
All right.
Or send us an email. But I'd give us a call.
Yeah, a fresh email. Do not hit reply
to
that email.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this is a great question. How are the tokenized club shares coming along? Thank you for reminding me about that, actually. Jim Flanagan has our website for those. I think it's completely built. Jim, good. Here we go. Dashboard update. Hey, Jim, could you let me know if you have that website for the shares ready? Because if it's rare, oh, hang on there. We will be sending emails to on-ramp people. Perfect. Great job, guys. There you go. There's your update. How are the tokenized club shares coming along? There you go. Yeah, Jim has been working his ass off on that website. So it's a very easy flow where you go in, you choose your shares. As soon as you choose them, voila, you're off to the races. All right, Patrick, I'm heading into the office and I am going to be leaving now. So how can everyone join our call in about an hour?
Well, the video is available to anybody who subscribes to our service, which is found by CALIX laptop owners as a result of going through the portal there is a tab there called CALIX Cyber Suites, and there's 2 subscriptions available. If you are subscribed, look in your inbox. We send you an email every week with a link to the live show. And if you can't catch the live show, it's in archives. So you're welcome to join us. If you have a laptop but not a subscription, again, you'd go to the portal, CALIX Cyber Suite, and then choose the subscription service that you'd prefer.
Jim says we will pass the web address either tomorrow or Friday, but it's live and ready now. Hey, Jim, on that website, would you include a link to CALIX Solutions? Because if you're actually getting shares of the clubs, you should have those on a crypto only laptop. All right, Patrick, I will see you in a few minutes. Well, I'm over at the club probably 40 minutes or so.
Okay. All good.
Love you.
All right. Love you. Thanks everybody for watching.
Everyone have a great day, and please like and subscribe to the channels. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Introducing the Liberty Laptop, your gateway to online anonymity. Engineered with your privacy in mind, the Liberty Laptop comes equipped with cutting-edge security features, ensuring that your data remains yours and yours alone. No more worries about your personal information being shared without consent. Say goodbye to prying eyes and third-party snoops. Enjoy your online freedom with advanced privacy settings, protecting your every digital move, all at your fingertips. With the Liberty Laptop, you control what others see and don't see. We customize your privacy settings and let only what matters most to you be shared. No more concerns about unwarranted surveillance. We put the power back in your hands. No unwanted access through the laptop's camera and microphone. Powered by the latest technology, the Liberty Laptop ensures performance while respecting your personal boundaries. The Liberty Laptop. Your control. Your privacy. Your world. Visit calixsolutions.io to experience true personal freedom today.